It's kind of crazy too because like, did you see this recent clip of Patrick Beverley saying less than half of the league more than half of the league doesn't enjoy playing basketball? They're just in it for the money, essentially.
Right.
Do you like? I feel like like your era, it wasn't that way. I don't know, like, and also, do you like? Did you see the clip?
I saw it.
What do you think about that?
I think when you kind of look at what's going on, you kind of believe it, right? The reason why I say that is just because the fact that they take all these rest days, just like, like to your point, our era, bro, like every game meant something, right? Every fucking game meant something,
right?
You understand what I'm saying? Like our mindsets was like every game determined playoff seeding, all kind of stuff, right? What kind of contract you might get. Like now guys get paid when they're hurt. They get guys that play, 30-40% of the games over a 3-year span and get super
and
maxes.
they still get the super max.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, shout out to Zion Eaton, bro.
Yeah, big shout out to him. And listen, he's a great player.
No, when he's playing, he's like the most. I think offensively, he's the most efficient player in the NBA when he's healthy. I think 2 years ago he was the most efficient.
Bull in China shot, bro. Can't guard him.
Oh, it's crazy.
Got guys literally won't play in the game.
But like you said, people will have like. Literally, you've been in the league for 4 years and you played 30 or 40% of your games, and they maxed you out.
So now to that point is like, how do you love the game? You know what I'm saying? Like you off your rookie contract, you just made $200 million. Like, what do I care about the rest of my career? You know what I'm saying? It takes special players that are thinking about legacy and thinking about chasing records. You understand what I'm saying? That I think that will show through, and those will be the guys that will like enjoy throughout the rest of their careers, especially as being like true hoop fans. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely agree with them, man. I think that these guys are more enamored with the lifestyle over the game.
Right.
Like I said, like I'll just give you one more example. Like when I was coming up, like you couldn't get hurt, bro, because you had like a guy behind you that was like
ready. They just needed that opportunity.
So like if I rolled my ankle, but I got like Jonathan Bender who hasn't played in 10 games, but he killing in practice every day. He's just waiting. I gotta play on a bum ankle, bro. You know what I'm saying? But
I remember Jonathan Bender.
Yeah, so it's just changed. Now it's like you go out, you sit for 2 months, you come right back, your spot right there. Don't matter what the person was doing in front of you. They'll trade him first. You know what I'm saying? So I have to agree with him, bro. I think he might be right about that.
Yeah, and I think too, because like I have two kids that both like they love basketball, but there's so much there's something to be said about like the AAU shit, and then also like TikTok and Instagram making a lot of these like 16, 17-year-old kids super famous and rich before they even get to the NBA. So they're like, when I watch the draft sometimes and I see like dudes icy as fuck, like grabbing their hat, I'm like, bro, what's up with all this jewelry? Like, shout out to Scoot Henderson, who I heard is an absolute hooper. I heard he's going to be amazing. I heard he's got
generational talent.
I heard he's amazing. And I heard he's got the right mind state. But he was so iced down.
And his whole family.
I was just like, what's the
bro, he been making money for 2 years
because he went to the G League,
overtime thing. But once he did that, he knew he was never going to college. So now he could do all kind of deals.
It's
crazy.
See,
he had Puma ads before he even got. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so to your point, because of this name, image, and likeness thing, which really means now it's legal. That's what it really should stand for. You know what I'm saying? These kids are getting access to money, and I mean, even like the kid Mikey Williams. Right?
Yeah,
like,
for sure. And
from what I've heard, he's not even an NBA talent. That's what I heard. I never seen him play, and whatever.
I think I met him at Ethica when he was like 15.
Bro, he's already made like $15 million.
And shout out to him. I know he's dealing with whatever he's dealing with, but you see something like that, and you're like, the internet is the component that might have fucked this kid's career up.
Yeah.
The like too much fame too early.
Too much fame too early. And that's what, and obviously that's what all of this shit is. That's what media does, right? It builds you up to tear you down. You know what I'm saying? So even that perspective of just like, TikTok, Instagram, like it's making kids famous that aren't even that good. It's just,
that's what, what I really enjoyed was I just watched All the Smokes podcast this morning. I threw on, they had an episode with Austin Reeves drop. And to see like his perspective, he purposely didn't want to get drafted. He said that the Detroit Pistons wanted to draft him at 42.
Right.
But him and his team had a tier of teams that he could fit in.
Right.
And he said, well, once we fall past this number in the second round, it's going to be a two-way contract no matter what.
Right.
So when they wanted to draft him, his agent called him and said, we're okay. We have a plan. We want to go undrafted.
Wow.
So he decided, he bet on himself.
Right.
Because he knew the Lakers had interest, and he said there was 2 teams that they had as the 1 tier that he could fit in and like really thrive, and it was the Bucks and the Lakers. So he really like bet on himself, and like.
But that's smart. I mean, second round picks a lot of times, and it's I don't fully understand the 2-way contract thing because I wasn't in when that was a thing.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But when I was in a second round pick, you only got 1. You never really none of these were guaranteed. But
Yeah,
it was
there's
really
no there's no guarantee.
It was really like 2 years my era. It was really like a 2-year guarantee. But you think about it, if you got a 2-year guarantee, I was a first round pick. I had 4 years guaranteed. Mm-hmm. So it took me 2 more years before I could get to some money.
Right.
So if you're good in your first year or two, you will beat out the guy that was the first round pick. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll get to a contract faster if you bet on yourself. To your point.
Sometimes, like when you see certain guys, because I looked at like because I've been watching a lot of your older interviews and stuff, and I obviously watched you play. I always thought you were like, I would say like you were like one of those guys who like would play the Suns or play like a team, and you just like be on sports. You'd be like, yo, fucking Al Harrington like 42 tonight. Like,
right.
Like you had like fucking you were a bucket getter, bro, and the pay structure now.
Oh my God.
When you see like I think of a guy like Jeremy Grant and the deal he just got, and Jeremy Grant's a good NBA player, but you know he's not an all-star, you know. But I think of Jeremy Grant, and I'm like, I think he signed for $180, maybe $160, something like that.
Sir. God bless him.
God bless him. Shout out to you. Get that
bless
money.
him,
But I'm like, yo, you're the kind of guy who in 2023 could have got like $180.
Oh my God. Hands down, bro. Like to your point, like guys that's averaging 12, 13 points.
What's
bro.
happening? It's insane.
They got to spend the money. It's the TV, all the TV, all the media stuff
Right.
is like taking off crazy. You see, like I think Tatum will be the first guy that's going to get. I think, or might even be
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen
Brown. It's Brown.
He about to get $70 million a
yeah,
year.
it's Jaylen Brown. Yeah,
About to get $70 million a year.
Right.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So
even like when Dame signed that deal, and they were like, I was like, wait, the 5th year 60? What the fuck? Like,
so now, like to your point, like now just being like the 10th best player on your team, bro, you guaranteed $10 to $15 million. You know what I'm saying?
Wild.
So the game has changed a lot. Now I gotta pour everything I got into my sons. I got 2 little boys, 7 and 5.
Of course. Like, hey guys,
and hope we get some of that money.
one of you two better make it. If one of you two make it, we're chilling.
We're chilling.
100%, man.